Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
All right, welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
I tell you, what a great day we're having here. It is Friday. We got a little party thing going on. We got a brand new bar cart. Yeah! And just as we were doing a shot from the bar cart, guess who walked in? Christian Wilkins from the Miami Dolphins.
What's up, KVJ?
Are you kidding me?
I couldn't even believe it. Well, the crazy thing about it, we had just shown a photo of you from the Panthers game.
Like 10 seconds before you walked in.
And then there you were. I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
Right,
And
I guess my ears were burning.
Yeah.
You guys were talking about me. So.
I went all in saying, oh my gosh, his beard looks amazing. What does he do to his beard? And then he walks in.
You get to see it live.
You get to touch it.
I told you the story of it. Yeah, it's like some oils.
Yeah,
and
I got some oils. Got pick it out and your little blow dryer. Action.
Looks real nice.
Yeah, well, thank you.
I don't mean to be weird when I'm admiring your beard.
Yeah.
I have beard envy. I can't. It gets wispy when mine gets kind of Brillo patty.
Yeah, there's a certain level because I've gone, especially like in November, No Shave November. I've done that where it goes out, and there's a point where you have to let it just be ugly, and I don't want to get it to that point. I mean, his is longer now, but it's fine formed.
But it's also shaped too.
Yeah, and you got to edge it up.
You got to edge it up, man.
Make it nice. Exactly.
I mean, it's like art over there.
But you are right, though. There are stages of growing a beard, and there is that offender stage where you look like you're a little shady.
It looks like you just kind of gave up and you're just being lazy, and I can't get through that level. So maybe one of these days I'll go big, but I'm keeping it small right now. One of these days. Yeah, so we had a lot of stuff we were talking to Christian about. Now, the Dolphins have a bye this week, but you want to talk about a team that is riding high. On Monday, we were talking about we've been here 23 years. There's never been a time it's been more fun to be a Dolphins fan than right now. That freaking game last Sunday was just a freaking joy all the way through the entire game. And I'm just wondering, being on the team, if fans are having this much fun, it's got to be that much more fun to be actually, because you guys are putting in the work.
Yeah, absolutely. We're definitely having a lot of fun on the team, just being a part of it all. We got some great teammates, some great guys in the locker room, and just everyone cares about each other. We put in the work, and we work harder for the guy next to us, and it's just really just fun to be a part of. And hopefully, like you're saying, we give the fans something to be excited about and cheer about for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, they're riding high.
Yeah, Miami deserves a winner. So.
No doubt.
They're so proud of you.
Yeah, thank you.
The chat room, you see all the dolphin emojis in here. Look,
They're losing their minds.
But I don't want to talk too much about the season because I don't want to jinx anything. I don't want to. Hey, Fight Club rules. What? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just,
You're right.
Yeah. My question for you: how do you feel right now in the bye week? Because I know you just had a big injury on the defense, and the Dolphins are trying to deal with that. And at this time of year, you're dealing with that. How do you feel physically right now?
Yeah, physically, I feel pretty good. This is, I feel like, and again, I don't know if it's because I had a few days off, so my body's got a chance to get back a little bit, but I feel pretty good, especially going into now. November, December is when football is the most meaningful.
Big time.
Every game's, you could double every game. Every game is that much more important this time of year. So, so I feel like I'm primed up, ready to make a decent run to finish out the season.
Yeah.
So I have some baffs, bitch-ass fingers.
Gotcha.
And I tend to stove them easily.
Yeah.
When does the weather start to affect how you catch a football or do anything, even tackling, anything where you're like, oh, fuck this weather?
Well, yeah, definitely cold weather kind of messes you up a little bit. But once you get warm, once you get going and get locked in, the adrenaline starts pumping, you forget about it all and just kind of go with it.
Settle this debate for me, because this is always a thing in football. Is it harder to play in cold or to play in Miami?
Yeah, that's a good
because you
question.
guys, the Dolphins stadium,
I
don't know what that's like, but they were talking about the first week. I think you guys had the Patriots. And they were showing Patriots players over there because they're in the sun, and they've designed the stadium that way. You guys are over there in the shade.
Yeah, I mean,
you guys are just chilling.
It's home field advantage for a reason. That's a little gamesmanship.
Sorry, bitches.
Right.
They had Patriots players that they're over there ralphing on the sideline because they're overheating and they're trying to keep them cool. And, you look over and Christian's having a good time. He's high-fiving people.
Dancing.
Well, we're in the shade a little bit, but it is still Miami, so it is hot as heck regardless. You can't really hide from it too much. But again, home field advantage is home field advantage.
What do you find harder to play in, humidity or in cold? Like when you go to Buffalo, like those games look brutal.
Yeah, I would say I'm from the north. I love a good
That's
cold
right,
game.
yeah.
That's football weather to
okay.
me. So the colder, the better for me. But I feel like most people would say like when you're cold, you can do a lot to get warm. When you're hot, there's not much you can do to cool off. Like there's less things you can do to cool off. So yeah.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
And you come off like a peaceful warrior. You get it done on the field, but you're a peaceful person.
Yeah.
But you don't have to say names. Is there somebody in the league that you personally wouldn't mind kind of fucking off a little bit?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say names. But yeah, like no, honestly, my thing is like I try not to let because me personally, like I have a switch when it's time to compete. When you're on the field, like I'm a nice guy off the field, but on the field, that animal just comes out. That switch is turned on, and like so I try to do a good job of compartmentalizing, like not letting anything carry off to the field. But there are some guys.
You are human.
Yeah, exactly. But there are some guys a little bit more annoying than others.
Would you put yourself in the category because you seem a little chatty?
Chatty?
Out there.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you're in the higher end of the chatty.
Absolutely. I think I'm one of the more disliked guys around the league.
I was going to
and I'm okay. I embrace that.
That's probably why I love
watching that.
Yeah, right. But I got the old school mindset. So, like, I respect everything that guys do around the league. We're all brothers in arms. But when we're competing out there for those 60 minutes, you're not my friend. I'm sorry, Mom. If you were out there, you getting hit too. So I personally like it.
Football,
yeah,
man.
Exactly. Like I got a job to do. People got families to feed. Like this is our livelihoods, and I don't know. It's kind of more fun to me. That's kind of always the way I grew up, talking trash, getting into it.
Yeah.
The head game is part of the game.
Oh, absolutely, it's the
And
game within a game.
If you can get in their head, you can get in their body.
Yeah,
he does. When you were going around and you were yelling in people's faces, you mad?
Yeah.
I mean,
that gets you mad.
They wanted.
Oh, you mad?
Yeah, you mad, bro?
He does, and you can see they want to kill him, and then I've seen people hit you, and I mean they go off. They do not like your chatter.
Yep.
Out there on the field.
That's just part of it.
It's part of the game. Welcome to the lines, right?
It's a big reason why I love Monopoly and Risk. The head games. You can just really go in and kind of spin.
He does on the physicality.
Yeah, I'm like that with most things. Cards at a cookout.
So you got to talk smack. So if we were playing you in cards,
absolutely,
and
you'd
be like,
you probably won't like me too much after a card game.
Cards is the best game to talk shit.
Absolutely.
It's so much fun.
Or like, oh no, you done on that golf board?
Cards is the best to talk shit on.
Wow, you go drop that on him. Now I'm kind of curious because as a Dolphins fan, I look ahead to the schedule. You got a nice little bye this Sunday, riding high. I was watching ESPN. I won't get too much, but they had the Dolphins ranked as the third best team in the NFL. I know you probably won't listen to this.
I'm not
So I look at the schedule and I see the Texans. I'm like, easy win. But I know it's the NFL. I know Christian don't want to hear this. 49ers, Chargers, Bills. Do you guys look ahead and see a schedule and be like, oh crap? Or is it just it's a nameless, faceless opponent, go in there and do what you got to do this week?
You're not really like, oh crap, because like again, it's the NFL, so each week is important.
Because I'm saying oh crap on some of those teams.
Yeah, each game is very important, and like if you try to think like, oh, we could take this week off because we're playing such and such, that's not how it goes.
NFL don't work that way.
Exactly. It's only 17 games. It's not like it's no disrespect to other leagues, but it's not like baseball where you got 100-something games where you could recover, or 82 games in a basketball season. So every game is important, and if you're trying to send a message to the other teams around the league and be your best, you got to bring it each week regardless of your plan.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes like you try to focus on each week. Each week, don't look ahead. Focus on what the if it's Wednesday, we got Wednesday practice. Just focus on Wednesday. But you do kind of know what's ahead, so.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
We know
so
we're aware that we got a tough schedule.
You're
coming
aware.
up, but,
okay.
if we're the team we want to be.
Virginia can't see it, but Kevin's got the biggest football boner right
I
now.
do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I can't see it, but I can hear his penis
I'm
hitting the
sorry.
counter.
I can't help it.
The table lifted.
I'm so excited right now.
You lifted the counter with your football boner.
I feel like Kevin wants to just,
I'm
I
sorry.
don't know.
I am. I'm right there with you. I'm like, yeah. Well, and it's kind of funny because my first thoughts is of Christian Wilkins was, and I got a Buckeye shirt on today. And so it's kind of a weird thing because my family's from Clemson and he went to Clemson University. And so we've always had this fight and this love-hate thing. And Ohio State played Clemson many years ago. And there was this guy named Christian Wilkins on the team. And Ohio State couldn't do shit on offense. And it was so frustrating. And I'm like, this fucking guy, can somebody block this fucking guy? And he ruined the entire thing. You guys shut out Ohio State.
We did 31-0, I believe. So yeah, if I remember correctly,
31-0. Ohio State blew out their whole offensive coaching staff and started fresh because of this guy.
Single-handedly.
It was a devastating game. We were at Harborside Place. We were doing one of those broadcasts, and I kept going in, and every time I would, and he was doing the same stuff. He's taunting Buckeye players, and I'm like, dude, you're up. Like you can't even score. And I'm like, oh.
Kevin was mad.
I was mad until he got drafted, and then what you did on draft night was just amazing. I'm like, all right, thank God he's on my team again. So yeah, so I'm glad you don't talk as much smack when it comes to college. So. He also brought in some snacks, some stuff for Denny's, I believe. You got some cookies in here.
Some goodies for him. Yeah, I'm trying to buy Denny's love. First time in the studio, Denny's didn't seem too fond of me, but no, I'm just teasing. No, I'm just making fun. But,
maybe you should sack him.
Right?
Oh my gosh, that would tear my heart apart because I love you both so much.
It'd be so funny. We make Denny's the quarterback.
I need the reps with the bye week. So yeah, sure.
He came and brought snacks because Denny's and Jen are pregnant. How fucking sweet is that?
He's amazing, and he brought in another bottle for the bar card. He brought in some freaking tequila.
Tequila. You want some, Kevin?
Okay.
She's the devil. She's trying to get
whatever.
I just did the fireball shot with Randy, and now she wants to give me some tequila.
Kevin's gonna get fucked up.
But no, I'm not trying to throw dirt on Sweet Danny's name, but I just like to make. It's actually funny. The first time I came here, like you guys were all excited to see me and meet me. Denny's doesn't know anything about football, so he's kind of like, all right. And then like when I walked in, I was so excited, to meet you guys. I had the gifts and everything, so I like spread it in here all loud, like KVJ. Yeah. He's like, whoa. He came in the here like, buddy, relax. So he's like, all right, well, you're a surprise. We're not gonna let you in. Like,
he's frightened. He's small and scared.
And I kind of was like, oh man, Denny's all right.
He's the peaceful bouncer.
You don't know how to deal with this. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Here's a little gift from Christian Wilkins for you, Kevin.
Virginia pours the healthiest shot.
The healthiest?
Yes.
Shut up, she said.
Shut up. Take out your tampon and shoot it.
Good God. She is a bad guy wrestler. She is fucking insane.
You two over there, Pennington.
Whatever. You've been filling me with liquid all day. I mean, I've been drinking your potions in 7A.
I love it.
And you're taking me home.
I will.
You're taking me to Lake Park.
Oh, no, I'm taking you to my Botox appointment.
Fuck. We'll talk after.
So he's got to go. He really legit has to go to the Botox?
It's never going to happen. You have a better shot of speed bagging my nards.
Which sounds fun.
It kind of would be. For us, it's good content.
That'd be a great video.
For us, it's good content.
Let Christian Wilkins do it.
I mean, I didn't want to impose. But if we had the Dolphins moniker on it.
He said no thanks.
No thanks, I'm good.
It's good. Now step on the football field.
He's the quarterback.
It's all fair then. It's all fair then. Okay, well, here we go. Cheers to Christian Wilkins,
Cheers,
our favorite Dolphins player of all time, having an amazing season.
Just a little bit.
Just a little. Okay, I'll top you off.
Oh shit! Seriously, don't.
That's the good stuff.
I'm not gonna dose.
That's good. That's good.
All right.
Good God. I didn't ask for the big gulp.
Denny's just texted me. He said, I would explode if Christian Wilkins sacked me.
It would just turn into big weed smoke.
Right.
Don't get drug tested for at least a month.
Right. Oh,
would be a
man.
poof. And just gone, man. That's great. So what else are you doing? You said this is kind of a week for you to be able to, just kind of chill a little bit. And you said that Coach, who everybody freaking loves, it seems like, and it doesn't seem like an act, loves this dude. And he just basically gave you guys the week off just to kind of recuperate, feel better, and all
absolutely.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and has a lot of experience in this league. Not as a head coach, obviously his first year as a head coach, but so he kind of gets a feel and has a good vibe about the team. So he just gave us some good time off. Enjoy some time away before we finish out the season. But I love Coach, great guy. Happy he's our guy. So.
During the off season, because we're getting ready to take just 4 days off for Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
and I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna get
He's got a bye week too.
Yeah.
What do you do in the off season? Because the pressure, not only you get physical pain you got to deal with, but I'm talking about the pressure, which I think is worse to compete. What do you do just to chill out in the off season?
Oh, I love to travel. That's my favorite thing in the world to do. Love to get out the country, see new places. And, ever since I was a little kid, just driving 2 hours, to Boston or whatever the heck. I loved every bit of that. Staying in a hotel, so that still kind of gives me that bubbly kid spirit when I travel now.
Yeah.
Are you a foodie at all when you travel? Are you excited for the food?
I gotta keep it tamed too, because I'll blow up. It's hard to look this good. But in the off season, I gotta definitely watch my weight. But I'm a foodie. I love to eat, love to travel, love to.
Where's your favorite spot that you've ever been, and what is your favorite dish that you've ever had?
So Greece was my favorite place I've ever
been. I think that'd be
Greece.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was all over Greece.
Unreal.
It was in Athens, Santorini, Kalamata. It was all over the place there, so that was an awesome experience. But favorite dish,
how is it? Is the food in Greece good?
The food is really good. I love the gyros. Yeah,
I do.
Good.
I love Mediterranean. It's my
And
favorite
all that,
kind of food.
real good. And
I can sort of relate. I went to Greece, the burger place on Clematis.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
right.
It's real greasy.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it. What about overall favorite dish anywhere you've had in any country?
The best of the best.
Yeah.
You think
you would just go
at
nuts.
times you're laying in bed and go, oh shit, I remember that dish.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jaybird's that way with the food.
I am.
Yeah.
I don't know specifically, but I will say Greece had good food, and when I went to Africa before when I was in high school in Ghana, and that food was good stuff, like the spices, the different types of it was well done.
What kind of stuff do you get? What do they eat in Ghana?
They have fufu. That's like the mashed potato looking stuff. You dip that into like a spicy sauce. They have jollof, which is like their rice and stuff, and it's like just mixed in with a bunch of spices, their chicken, all that stuff, and it was just I was in the motherland, so I was having a good time.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome.
That's very cool, man. Good for you. So. You got a little bit of a break here, so you're just kind of kicking around and doing stuff you don't normally get to do.
Yeah, and checking out, on the South Florida World Tour a little bit. I'm up here in Palm Beach, West Palm Beach, just going to hang out a little bit.
Okay.
I was at the Panthers game last night.
Saw that, yeah.
Just enjoying.
When you're at the Panthers game, that girl that sent the picture in, did she say, hey, blah, blah, blah?
No, she knew. He's like, she came up to me, sweet as ever, really nice, and was just like, Christian, can I get a picture for the KVJ show? So she actually did say that.
Okay.
And then, of course, I had to belt out, KVJ, but so she was nice about it. It was cool, and
That's awesome.
I love it.
That must happen everywhere you go.
Yeah, I get a fair bit of that between you guys and me and the Dolphins. I get a lot of love there. So
That's awesome. Well, you deserve all of it.
I appreciate that.
You really do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Out there
pumped.
scaring quarterbacks.
No, he is. I'm telling you, having a great year. Well, thank you for coming by. I know you got a lunch date and all that. I want to hold you up.
Because we'll keep you here for
an
we will go another hour.
Right.
Thanksgiving show.
Then all of a sudden you'll be at my Botox appointment. You're like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah. I do have a few emails I want to get through. David had said, typically I agree with most of your food takes, but I can't believe you guys don't rock with the green bean casserole. I may be spoiled, but every year my girlfriend makes it so decadent with them crispy onions, and I always go back for seconds. Christian, you thumbs up or thumbs down on green bean casserole?
That's a no for me.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Me
green
too.
bean casserole is like, I feel like that's just one of those things that people throw in there like, all right, let's have a green.
We
like,
have
we need
to.
vegetables, so let's just throw that out
Kevin,
there.
when you are bragging about the fried onions and everything else that's not the green beans, your dish is fucked.
Okay, so Christian, you'd said earlier in between shows, your mac and cheese. That's your top sauce.
Baked mac and cheese. That's mine. That's
Yes.
my baby
Do you
right
like
there.
the bread crumble on top?
I don't do that per se. I just like a lot of extra cheese on
Okay.
the top. Yeah, you do
All right.
cheese mixed. You can't have enough cheese. So
What's
you mix
the
it on
secret?
top.
How do you do it? Do you do different kinds of cheeses or
Yeah,
one
so
cheese?
you can't have enough cheeses. Like the more
Yeah.
cheeses, the better. Mix it up. Throw a little pepper jack in there for some kick. Throw
Yes.
you got to, some the Velveeta, whatever. You know?
Right.
I usually do like 7 or 8 different cheeses when I make the mac and cheese.
Yes.
And then you got to throw some on top, and you got to make like a cheese sauce first before you bake it. Mix all the mac and cheese, the mac with it, and
It's all good cheese, or you go a Velveeta or something cheap in there?
no, sometimes the cheap cheese is the better tasting.
I know. Velveeta is amazing.
Yeah, so that's like a
Really?
good mix. Yeah, and it
Yeah.
melts well. So like sometimes I'll do a lot of the cheese sauce with the Velveeta.
Do I lose you or do I get you even closer when I say mac and cheese? You cut it, it bleeds out ketchup.
That's a lot. No, I'm good. Yeah, no, I'm good on that.
Told you.
I lost them.
You're a ranch guy, right? Isn't that
Yeah, I
your
love
thing?
ranch. Love a good ranch.
Best ranch is what? Who makes the best?
Well, our facility actually has like the best ranch ever. They know whenever I walk into the cafeteria and at the Dolphins facility, they know to have that ranch ready. 'Cause
What makes it so good?
I don't know. It's just like got a little something to it. It's creamy. Like it's perfect.
They
goes
make
with
it
everything.
themselves?
Yeah. So yeah, it's house made. So.
You agree that Wishbone's some bullshit?
Oh yeah, no,
Thank
that's
you.
a
All
no-go.
right,
Yeah.
Okay.
Wishbone is bullshit
no-go.
on all sauces. All right, I won't.
That's one of those that's like, okay, if it's there,
Yes.
like, all right, I'll do it, but it's not like the one
If I've been kidnapped, I haven't eaten in 10 days, and they give me Wishbone, I'm thankful.
And your favorite pie is
Peach cobbler.
peach cobbler.
Oh.
I'd never eat it. It's a rarity. It is so good.
That's
When it's
what-
done
yeah.
right. Ooh.
Cobbler is amazing.
Right, and that's why I think like it's a rarity. So like it's the one you don't get a lot, and when you have it, it's like, oh man, that was a good piece
Well,
of.
peaches
cream.
are out of season right now. Peaches
Yeah.
aren't season because I was looking for peaches at the store, and the guy told me they're out of season. I'm like,
Ask Virginia about her ex-boyfriend and the girl he was banging named Peaches.
Oh boy, yeah.
he cheated on me. He cheated on me with a girl, and she had a great butt, and I didn't.
Is that why she was called Peaches?
Yes.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
I never forget it.
She still brings up Peaches all
Oh
the time.
man.
I was 16.
Yeah. Oh.
Is that the one where you hit under the bed?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah. Okay.
I hid under the bed and had to listen to him and Peaches come home.
So if you were
man.
wondering, she's always been insane.
I got you.
One, I don't know if you heard anything about this FTX thing. You know, we had
have,
they had the arena and it got all kind of crazy. Neil sent this email and he said, you guys were talking about the crypto mess that's going on with FTX. How mad is the guy that got paid by Tom Brady for that football with a Bitcoin? I think the value was around $67,000 when he gave it to him, and it's now worth $16,000.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Remember that? Because I think it was Tom Brady. He thought it was going to be his last touchdown pass. Do you remember that? And then because they threw it, I think it was to Mike Evans, and Mike Evans took the ball and handed it off to a random fan. And then he's like, wait a minute, that's probably my last touchdown pass. And so Tom Brady went and got it back from him. The guy gave it to him, but he gave him a Bitcoin that was worth $67,000, but it's now depreciated to $16,000.
Wow. You getting all that crypto?
No, I don't really understand it, so I kind of
Good,
stay away
yeah.
from it. So
That's
any of
what I
that, like
said.
crypto,
Right.
NFTs, like I'm like,
If I don't understand it, why would I give my money to it?
Every time Kevin starts reading about that, I start thinking about pizza.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's one of those things. I still remember that conversation we had with Flo Rida when he was getting going and everybody wanted a piece of Flo Rida. And I was talking to him like, how many people come after you for investments? And I assume, especially in South Florida, that's got to be something where, do you run into people always be like, hey, I got a deal for you, Christian?
oh, absolutely. That's kind of like, yeah, and everyone knows who you are. They,
Yeah.
you know, your income is public, like
Yeah,
all that
yeah.
stuff. So people are always
Right,
like,
right.
if it ain't for you, it's for your what? Like, can one of your teammates do this? One of your friends do that? Or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
So yeah, there's definitely you get a lot of that.
And yeah, he said, I remember he got, somebody pitched him on making doggy doors for elevators. And he was like, what? Yeah.
That's so stupid.
It is so dumb, but you know, I mean,
That's
that's
so stupid it could work.
well, that's the whole thing. Yeah, so stupid it could work. That was the whole thing. The guy, because you know Tom Brady's getting sued right now because of the FTX thing, And the attorney was saying it was his job to do due diligence to research FTX. And he went out there and told people it was a good company and that's why he can get sued. And they were like, legit. And I'm like, dang, I was thinking about like a Christian Wilkins. If you invested in anything, you would have to vet it because if your face were on it now, that's going to scare the hell out of anybody with money that's investing because if you're a public figure and you're like, yeah, this is a great thing. And I thought about anything we do.
Well, you can go down with the brand.
Right.
Yeah.
That's scary
That's
as
scary.
hell. Scary as hell.
The whole time I was thinking about pizza.
And that's the brand you want to go down with.
Have you found a favorite pizza place in South Florida yet, Christian? You a pizza guy or no?
Yeah, I do love pizza.
You love pizza?
I love food. Like
Okay.
I'm a big time. So there's this one place in Pembroke, I believe, that's pretty solid.
I'm writing it down.
It's pretty solid. It's called Fantasy Pizza.
Okay.
Ooh, I love
and then
it.
there's another place by the stadium called Tony's Pizza. I'm giving them a lot of shout outs right now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
pretty solid.
You've been getting a free pizza out of
and
this
then,
one.
Yeah, and then there's the third place. Those are kind of like my top three. There's a Minio's, I believe that's in Davie.
Okay.
So, they're not, like, I'm from Mass, so, like, we have really great pizza back home.
Did it really?
Oh, yeah.
I never heard that.
Massachusetts, New York, the Northeast, like, the bread,
okay.
everything, all there is really good. But those are kind of like my top three, just, it doesn't compare to back home, but it's pretty solid. It does the job.
Chicago or New York pizza?
New York, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was just in Chicago. We played up there, and I had a few good
you?
pieces while I was there, but nothing like a big slice of New York pizza. So.
You ate their pizza and then kicked their ass.
Right.
And did you tell me before your favorite place for wings?
I might have said Minio's. They have
Minio's.
same
Minio's.
place that
Okay.
has pizza and
I wrote
wings,
them. I
so.
put them in my pizza.
Yeah, and
notes.
if you guys got any suggestions, throw them my way too, and I'll.
I will.
When
We'll
you
throw
get freed up
Yeah,
after
yeah.
the season, we got to do a food tour.
You're gonna be so upset you
Yeah.
asked me that question.
Okay.
because I'm gonna do so much literature.
But hey, now I got a couple of days to do it, so let me
I
let me
love
know. We're in the
it.
off season. So, yeah.
Put it all down. That's great. Do you watch soccer at all? You get into that?
I do, especially like now this time of year with like, the World Cup. And,
Yeah.
I'm kind of a casual fan, but get into it more. When
That's
it's the
starting
World
off
Cup.
on Sunday.
Yeah.
So, it's 9 a.m. They do the opening ceremonies, and at 11 o'clock. Let me see. Jonathan, he said, if you guys go to Twin Peaks this Sunday, I'll buy you guys a drink. Okay. And he's the one who sent us the barf soda. He sent us this soda, and so we drank it this week. It's called barf soda, and I tried it. It didn't taste that bad. And I'm like, I don't get it. And then immediately you feel like you're going to throw up.
After you
That's
drink
why
it.
it's called.
I didn't get it. I thought tasting it was going to make you barf, and holy crap, man.
I looked over at Kevin. His beautiful hair started to get damp. His forehead
I
started
was
to
getting
get
that water in your mouth.
that sweaty beads. Beads of sweat. He's taking off his sweet ass Fonzie jacket.
It was a trick.
I guess it's like a prank soda. So you give it to your buddies and they wouldn't know because I smelled it. It didn't smell bad. I thought it smelled like barf.
I kind of thought it smelled bad, but I tasted a little bit. It didn't taste that vomity.
No. And so I drank it. I'm like, well, this is a whole bunch of nothing. And then I'm like, I get it now. It's supposed to make you throw up. How mad would you be if your buddy gave you a soda and you start barfing 5 minutes later?
You look like Kermit.
I did. Yeah, I did not wear it well. So, all right, man. Well, Thanksgiving, you're going to be here, Christian.
Nope.
Don't get a chance to go home. And
Nope,
did your family come down and see you?
My family definitely tries to get down here as much as they can. Again, I'm from the Northeast, so they like to get out the cold weather.
Oh, I
and
bet.
Good.
Visit if they can.
I saw it's
and-
miserable up there right now.
Yeah,
right?
it's pretty cold. But
Yeah.
so I can imagine I'll be getting a couple of texts and phone calls soon. Christian, we're coming down. Whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's cool, man. That's good stuff. All right. Well, have a great Thanksgiving, man.
Yeah.
And thanks for
Congratulations on
coming.
everything.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, good to see you guys.
Anytime,
Yeah.
dude.
No, I
You're always
appreciate you
welcome,
guys.
man.
Yeah.
Just drop in and go out there and buy them Christian Wilkins jerseys.
I got
Yes.
my shirt.
Yeah.
I got it in the
appreciate
mail.
it.
Go out there and buy them, root for him, and go Dolphins. Thanks for coming by, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you guys.
All right,
We
y'all
love
have a
you.
great Thanksgiving. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.